What's going on? What's going on? Today, oh, we have the mic. Good, good. Oh, I'm gonna use this Sean. So, my name is Ills Wills Watuzi, and that's Ill Will with two Z's, and it's spelled ILLZ WILLZ. I'm what you would call the North Philly Peace Park poet. Alright. Just hold it. Today, I'm gonna read out of a book because I like y'all. Normally, when I come to do these poetry joints, it's like I gotta incite people, you know what I mean? I gotta make people feel bad. I'm trying to say more curses than the next person, but at this point, I can just talk to y'all, right? Oh, it's not on? Oh, yeah. We on? Oh, yes. All right, you know better. So, the form we fill out for reincarnation does not just depend on what we was doing while dying, but also what we was died in. Pictures that allude to what you were thinking, our sanity. Speaking of ego, OVO, the vanity, your amigos, is what makes you uncanny. Your levels of knowledge, your sub and superb conscious. Let me rephrase this comment to make it basic. The foundation of reincarnation is timeless. It's based off how well you lead and follow your own doctrine. And in the process, we trust. Oh, in the process, we trust. That's the logic. That's control, or at least the concept. Justice is you balanced as a whole creation on the stage where you are the talent and the agents, all the elements, super sayings get quoted and echoed as cliches. So let God or let go of what beings make up on earth. We lie out our, I want to say ass here, but I don't want to curse, because that type of ish won't fly in the sky where it's not just vibes, no words, no time for fakeness, just swimming through vibrations in the ethers. Let me tell you, kryptonite, melanin, drugs, alcohol, CMOS, semen, meaning Kama Sutra, sex, vibraniums even earth, wind, and fire as the band, Captain Planet, the internet, and all the niggas from the pyramids. Yup, your Kemet, your Beatles, Kermit the Frogs, Kermit slipped Mickey a Ficky a frog, and all are equal. Okay, everything, people, everything, people alterize, itemize, monetize, is all categorized A to Z, the same. Are you surprised? Energy and motion, our emotions, our synergy. Yeah, we are in the solar system, but our solar plexus is our centerpiece, our Bibles. The book of Enoch said the iris is a nexus. I do agree. Still, I don't believe everything I see is my reflection. Let me get that clear. Because on my way here, I seen some dots that was not connecting. Not to be facetious, being congruent, like the saying. We are to be the catalyst, solutions, a substance, an action, idea that influences beings to change. Is it insane to decode or explain warlocks, magic verse miracles in books, TV, video games? Winning, losing, our choices makes us witches. The yin-yang in us, the carbon inside the DNA, the Fibonacci sequence, and every chromosome and so-and-so, the infinity sign, all the sigils, the symbols, the prism, to triangles using the eye to capture light information, the matrix astrology, diseases, cancer, the 6-9, to give and receive simultaneously, that's at the same time, whole time, that should be all our intentions. I say Ashe, you say Ashe. And then I mentioned how all of our thoughts come from the ancestors. We ascend every time we assess them. So that's an assist. And we pray for this. And we pay for this. We pay attention to mine the crystals. The goal is to mine the gold inside. That's our business. I see it like this. We exist as an expense. True currency, true change is common sense. I realize that I haven't listened for rappers uncommon sense. Meek brought Tupac back, it's all gang gang. We not pros that test, we protect like bang bang. Free the men with an AR, Ab, and Kobe, no beef, no kale, no okra. I want snacks. I'm not a vegan, and I don't like rats, but I can spot a plant when I see one. Yes, we are STR, ate like that. Silly rabbits going down that hole is another trap. See, ever since they've been putting fluoride in the water, teachers said that the sons and daughters, bruh, wasn't washing or brushing their teeth, but it really was the programming from Disney and our vision. Are you following me?
Following.
We have been on a trip, a ride along. By the time we realize the world is small, after all, we's already tricked to believe there's no place like home where the grass is green or at least a better leveled concrete. The sheeple are made to believe that the king and the queen can conceive a princess. Wait a minute. The root word prince. Some may say, what are you doing? Make sure that you're on the right yin yang before you get used and kicked out the game. See, we are on a conquest, going through drastic measures, lost, trying to find the treasure. The real wind is inside us, our first brain, that unique object that keeps the blood flowing inside us, in our bodies, in our chest. I said, in me chest is a map, right and exact for where the veins look like inside of our flesh. I said, in me chest is a map, right and exact for what the veins look like inside of our flesh, the royal flesh. We was dealt the king of hearts, but the real heart favors an X. That's a reach. Like and subscribe to the speech. I was in the bleacher seats and met a world peace. Never run on a test, capiche. Stand your ground or take several receipts. My advice for when people come complaining to me about their life, I don't add fuel to the fire and ask them why. I tell them whatever they expect, that's what they will get. I reply, be it, do it, because if you don't try, that's a not a fail, that's a not a boo-boo, that's a what a you'll get like a punch to the gut. The only member in a fight club upping your cells up, I'd rather run track, drink water, jump rope, for real though. That's a more mature version of yelling in a pillow. You can do judo, hit a body bag, that relieves stress, things like that. Mind, you can do meditation, mindfulness, I'm all for it. I was taught meditation, yoga, ninja, or parkour. Human beings should be able to have all those abilities, but not necessarily in that order. The route to success is headed left, right, back, forward, because in this dimension, all directions comes in fours. So nowhere is foreign. Everything is not for us. There should be nothing you want as a grown-up. Use what you have and whomever shows up. Don't cry over spilled milk. You better add some soap and water on that Say preach. Say when pouring respect on my name, add some swag on my drip. I never let a near nada know what make me laugh, angry or sick. Because they could use that against you. And that's dizzy. We used to call that whack. Oh no, I never let a near nada know what make me laugh, angry or sick, because that's what people do to use against you. We used to call that dizzy, now it's whack. Shout out to Will Smith. We run the streets like Ant. That's not a shot. That's a shout out to Ant. Lean being we in the mix. So don't sweat. Inhale. Exhale. Unwind. Like a cool day in the summertime. Sometime. As you can see, the Men in Black and the MIB2 is probably 3 of them. Just added women or something like that. But they want us all blind. They want us on a pursuit to be happy. When living check to check is not wise, chasing wealth, ducking debt, just being tired. Rest until you retire and relax. When you get that day of independent, living legend, separating yourselves from your several pounds, leaving the wild, wild western feelings with a pH and fallacies in a whole another town on the ground in the earth to remain fresh and preserved. When you ditch your body like an alcoholic superhero, you ditch the curb, taking off like a rocket, boom! You get what you deserve. The Big Bang is what your parents had to do to have you get to the A. Word? Back to you. Ditching your body, you ditch the curves, taking off straight like a rocket, boom. You hit your ride on your aura, your 7 chakras. Brought to where it's not weird. Wearing an ankh is not awkward nor insecure neither. It's sure and it's proper being black. Matter of fact, matters that's black aren't dark in the ethers. Facts. This is for the so-called black Negro. The good girls that like bad boys too. And 3, to all the children all across the land, take it from me. Your parents are your anchors, man. And they wise. And they can motivate you to get jiggy at times you didn't think you could. In the meanwhile, stay wise. I will say one time is all time. No such as a small or large, short or long times, intricate, infinite. It's an improv in the book of life. Is the medicine, the colorful emerald tablets, the scriptures, lack of evidence, so double negatives make positives evident. Everything relevant is not a real event. With this gift, you should rap accordingly. And everywhere you go now, you should be like, whoa now. Oh no, you should act accordingly and be happy, be rich, be more. So that way, everywhere you go now, you can be like, whoa now, I just dropped a new mixtape. Party like it's your birthday. The parties inside of you is bumping like every day is your birthday, you know what I mean? But I do want to say that I have this thing called Niggas Only. We have this thing called North Philly Peace Park. And these things, organizations, groups, whatever, is what niggas was looking at each other like, yo, they say we don't do that? Why not? We shouldn't call us niggas? Why not? Whatever. Not disrespectful. Our first 3 meetings was people saying, why y'all calling yourselves niggas? Whatever. But the main thing is, I think the main thing is, you know who people are when you see them and what it is and who's on your side. And that's what it's about. You know what I mean? This is a same type of event. You know what I mean? I can call it that, you know, with all due respect. And this is, when I look up, is actually happening. What people say might not be happening, or they think, yo, black people know what's up, and that's how it goes. You know what I mean? So I just want to say, before I go, believe everything that you know, and to know everything that you hear. Believe everything you see isn't even everything that's dear. We is swimming, living in a prism. It's a collide of frequencies, and the only way to get everybody on the same rhythm is to take away the secrecies. In the meanwhile, peace.
Y'all give it up for Airworld, y'all.